everybody, this is PsyonicReaver. Sorry about video 1 sound quality. It wasn't until I got all finished with the video and started uploading it to YouTube that I realized that the background noises in StarCraft were actually coming through pretty loud. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll adjust it here too. I adjusted it on my main recording system. I boosted my microphone volume, lowered the background noises, and I also just lowered the background noises here as well, so hopefully it won't keep overrunning my voice. Not that you guys care anyways, right? You guys just want to watch the game. You guys don't really care about what I have to say anyways. So this is game 2 between Preator and Enivid. And this is Preator. Here is the white Protoss in the bottom left. Enivid is the green Protoss in the top right. Map is Troy. You know, that weird map with the simulators that you can destroy to completely wall off your opponent. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that, although the map is cross-position, so maybe it won't happen. But in PvP, it's actually a common strategy to attack the other players' simulators, go a 2-gate Zealot, and then rush him, force him to pull back. Because most players think, oh, I can do just a 1-gate tech because I can just put my Zealot, you know, in this gap between the simulators, and I'll be fine. And the other Protoss player does a 2-gate Zealot rush. If they can destroy one of the simulators, they've pretty much limited your entire army to just only Zealots passing through the gap. And if they take out the other simulator, then you're in trouble. Because then you can't get out completely. And then you're pretty much forced to play an island game versus somebody who can take the entire map. So both players are wisely choosing the open 2-gate to, if the opportunity presents itself, to kill the other person's simulators and defend their simulators from being killed off as well. Another tip for Zerg players out there is take expansions at the 9 or the 6 or the 12 and the 3. And then you can kill off the simulators against a Protoss or even a Terran player, and there's nothing they can do about it. That's a common strategy for Zerg players to do, as well as that. Oh, Preator almost got denied the scout there. If Enivid had been paying attention, his Zealot had actually blocked off that gap. Could have prevented some vital scouting. But Preator, lucky guy, gets in, scouting around. Now watch the probe. Luckily had just enough shields to absorb most of that attack. One more hit that will finish out that probe unless it gets full shields. Both players just massing up troops until they can find out exactly what the other person's doing. Of course, both players now know that the other is open 2-gate. It's only a matter of who's going to get their simulator first. Looks like Preator wins, getting his simulator first, so we're going to be seeing it. Enivid grabbing his. Yep. You don't ever want to fall too far behind in terms of gas production to another Protoss player. If you see them do it, either try to finish him off before their gas gets going, or do your best to keep up. That was close there. Preator lucky again with the probe. Squeezes it by all those Zealots coming at it. Takes one hit, but shields recharge quickly on probes, so he'll live. Looks like Enivid lost his scouting probe. Who's the lucky winner? Where the heck is his scouting probe? There he is. This is the lucky winner right here. Got the scouting probe. Ooh, Preator gonna leave. Was checking to see if there's an expansion. Gonna pull him out. I mean, he did see the cybernetics core, but it's best to keep your probe in there for as long as possible, because one, you're gonna see a Protoss if it decides to attack robotics facility or Citadel of the Dune, and you know, keeping your probe in there for as long as possible is always to your benefit. Even if it eventually it's just because they get a Dragoon to finally kill it, it works to your benefit, because if they're saving up minerals and whatnot for specific tech, you're delaying them because they don't want you to see it, so it works to your benefit. You can always just send another probe to camp outside their base if you really want to know if they're going to move out or anything like that. I like Enivid's position here. He's at the top of the ramp, away from his assimilators. That way, if the other Protoss player decides to put pressure, he can just hold that top of the ramp. Whereas in here, see, if Enivid somehow managed to sneak around this probe and get in here, he could easily just contain Preator, and then he'd be in a lot of trouble, because there's no way he'd be able to get, his troops would be bottlenecked and he couldn't get out. Looks like he kind of realizes that. Gonna move out here. Not quite sure where Enivid's going with this Dragoon. Probably to scout, although he does have his probe, and he does sneak it inside. Not gonna see anything though, other than a spinning cyber core. And if it's probably going to put down a cannon, well, no, but since he's seen that there's no tech, he sees that there's no Citadel of Doom, so he's probably just going to put down a Nexus right quick here. As soon as he gets the resources, no, he doesn't have to worry about any sort of Dragoon upside DT attack. It's going to be close. They're roughly at the same minerals, so they're going to be expanding at about the same time. Enivid just getting his Nexus down a little bit faster than Preator. +1 weapon upgrade for Enivid already, so he's not going to be going the Reaver or Citadel of Doom. He might be going for Citadel of Doom and get the leg speed for his Zealots, because +1 leg speeded Zealots are fairly dangerous to an enemy Protoss army, especially if they have stopped their own Zealot production to start pumping Dragoons or to attack. Not going to see that facility. So Preator's still in the dark about what tech Enivid's doing, and Enivid still as in the dark as Preator as well. So hence, robotics facilities on both sides. Getting good observers. It's going to be pretty much a long macro game. So just, go grab a Coke, sit back, relax, and just wait for the masses. Oh, Enivid, send those guys back. What are you doing? Those crazy probes.